Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the Twitch.tv/the Xisuma, playing on the Hermitcraft server with fancy new orange buttons. And if you haven't spotted it on the screen, although I'm not sure if it's going to be in the VOD, if you're watching this on the second channel, today's stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. We'll be talking about them later in the stream, and if it's interesting to you at all, there is a code and a link in the description box down below. So thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this stream. It is appreciated. Let's now get into it, shall we? Why full netherite? Went into a cave, got my butt kicked. That's what happens when you wear this hat. You're down to 2 pieces of armor. I went and got some tough earlier. Damn, this music is such a jam. MCC music today again. You know I had a great time at MCC, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you changed the soundtrack. I would enjoy it considerably less, because that is how much music influences me, right? Toolbox, actually, we're going to go repair tools first, so I guess I just got to put these things away. There we go in there. Welcome to the peeps tuning in. I think my microphone's a little too far away from me. Just going to nudge it in a second. Dev, good to see you in chat. I saw you sent me some messages. Haven't had a chance to read them. Just got back from eating. Had some beautiful meatballs and pasta with some veg, some cheese, some meatball sauce. It was all good. Karen Cake, thank you so much for 4 months. Colmick06, thank you for 38. And the Nolly, thank you for 2. Appreciate your support, people. Appreciate it as always. Yeah, we're going to the end, and I went and collected some tuff because we're continuing with what we did last episode. That means that I want to grab... Don't know why that's there. Do not know why that's there. I want to grab some stone, right? Some andesite and some light wool. The light wool is probably the thing that's going to bottleneck us a little bit. Light wool. I definitely said light wool, didn't I? This stuff. We'll go get some more of it. That'll be our limiting factor, I imagine. Earless Quasar says, how you doing today? Great, thanks for asking, actually. I've been on a good streak lately. I've taken my lacquer guitar and working out in good stride. And not that anyone cares more than me, but my resting heart rate, right? Years ago when I used to run long distances, I got it down to like 43. And that was always like my benchmark. And then I got injured, and then, you know, get back into running again. You pick up another injury, get back into it. Never got it down past like 47. And it always bugged me. And it's gone back down to 47 recently. And I think it's because I've been having some really good sleep and really relaxing myself a lot more. Getting into a habit of catching myself, stressing myself out, and dealing with that better. And now, today, dropped down to 46, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm doing something right. So no complaints, you know? Dude, the clicking here is too much, isn't it? Watching from the bus says I'm in pain. Oh, I hope you're not in too much pain, buddy. I mean, are you in permanent pain? Jeez. That's a strong commitment, that username. Scraps. I'm picking up scraps. Literally. There's a few of them. Why did I never build an item field? Oh, well. Just a temporary little farm, isn't it? Minecraft movie trailer question people life choices, says Abhilsaf. Yeah, you know what? I've read comments about the Minecraft movie trailer. Do you want to hear my hot take? My ridiculously dramatic hot take that's just gonna break the internet, you know. Oh, X, your hot take on the movie. Oh my god, you've made me rage. Oh, click click click. Ah, angry comments. Do you want to hear my hot take? Do you want to hear my hot take? Chat. Ah, why are words so difficult? Verbs. Why are verbs so difficult? Why are verbs so difficult? Go on, says Iaz. You know what I think? I think I'll just wait and see and watch the movie and make up my mind then. Oh, hot take. Oh, gonna wait for the movie, are ya? Loser. Oh, I disliked this comment. Ugh. Ridiculous. Make up your mind now already. Say what it's gonna be. Mind blown. Mind blown. How could you? I know, I'm a horrible human being. Honestly, like, I saw the trailer and I thought my expectations are so shockingly low already. Just the whole idea of a Minecraft movie, it's like, why? Because franchising. Oh, we're gonna go to the end dimension first, etc., etc. That I'm kind of like, well, I think Blackjack. I think Jack Black is the only hope for that movie. I think it all rests squarely on his shoulders. So no pressure, Jack, you know. But if anyone can make that movie work, it's him. So based on what I've seen, it feels like all the jokes... Okay, so I said I'd make up my mind later, I will. Now I'm actually doing the thing that I said I wouldn't do. I just feel... On first impressions, seeing that teaser trailer, like, it doesn't get my hopes up. It doesn't make me think there's going to be anything special here. I'm not saying it's going to be the worst thing ever made. It's going to be terrible. I just think it's going to be exactly what you'd expect. Using the IP to bring people in, to make a movie, to make some money, and, you know, the artistic vision, the inspiration behind it, I imagine... Its origins are from a boardroom. Right, we've got to make a Minecraft movie, you know? So my hopes ain't high. But, you know, Blackjack, I'm just going to call him Blackjack now, is a funny guy. He might be able to give this movie something. So I ain't going to make up my mind yet, you know. It looks a bit goofy. It looks a bit wacky. The whole green screen mixed reality thing doesn't look good, but... Who knows? We might go to the cinema and be thoroughly entertained. I'll keep an open mind, and I'm hoping that Blackjack, my good friend who I've known for years, and I'd never get his name wrong, what are you talking about? I hope that Blackjack will give this movie something, because it needs something. Drew Dude, thank you so much for 35 months with the Prime. Appreciate you using that on me. Thank you so much. Nerd Mumboy says, I agree with what Mumboy said in his video about it personally. I didn't see that. Dude, whoever came over here brought a lot of XP balls. You know, I salute this person for... I mean, I don't have to do the whole fiasco now. I'm going to take these balls and go. You can quote me on it. Angry K9, the legendary 112 months. That makes maths in my brain difficult. That's a lot of years. Thank you, Angry K9. 8 months from my... away from my 10 years following you on Twitch. Why did I think it was 10 already? I literally thought it was 10 in my head. It's because of the 100. I just think 110 because I'm a Wally and I forget there's 12 months in a year. You know what it is, peeps. It's the multitasking. It's the multitasking. It's the talking and the streaming and the game and all that stuff, and it just makes your brain go to mush, if you're me. It will probably be just as disappointing as the Borderlands movie. They keep ruining movie and TV show adaptations for games. It's crazy, says Shreya J. There's a gold rush. There's a gold rush. The movie industry and the rest of the world is waking up to how massive the gaming industry is. It's like it was massive 10 years ago, and they're still trying to get more IP to make movies with. Dude, that was insane. I love it. Didn't have to go down to the farm. Yeah, they're still trying to make movies and stuff, so... You know, I imagine you're going to see lots of game-related movies for a while, and then you might see a drought if the interest in them drops off. But if they keep making the megabucks with it, they'll keep doing it. Personally, like, you know, Sonic movie, all these other ones, it's just... I don't get it. I'm not going to go watch it because, to me, it just strikes me as being, you know, franchisey, right? It's hard to imagine someone got really inspired and was like, I need to make Sonic into a movie. Will the studios listen to me? It's like I said earlier, I think it's just boardroom stuff. Obviously, I don't actually know, which I'll point out. But how could I? I'm not a mind reader, but that's what it feels like. An article opened your eyes about a year ago showed that gaming was that year a $400 billion industry while movies was a $40 billion industry. Literally 10 size, but people don't realize it. Yeah. You got to remember, though, the structure is different as well. So, like, gaming, I think you could say it's a more diversified and spread out industry, as there's different layers of it, like consumers, then you've got programmers, game designers, you've got streamers, content creators, artists that make assets. Like it splits out quite a lot. There's lots of different people in the industry. I think movies, yeah, I could be wrong because there's a bunch of skill sets that go into making a movie, but it strikes me as a bit more of a narrow industry. Am I going to make my own movie, X? No. Egan says, till when I claim the HelloFresh benefits with Xisuma's code? You can do it straight away if you want to. I've got instructions to talk about it at a certain point during the stream. So if you stick around, I can tell you more about it. If you want to go, if you're like, dang, sign me up already, then go for it, dude. Use the code. Get yourself a discount. Don't wait for me. Every stream is a movie. You know, every stream has the length of a movie, right? But it's not a movie. They're different experiences. Streams are, you know, hanging out with someone who you don't actually know and who talks to you and you don't talk back to them. It's very strange, isn't it? Imagine going over to a friend's house to listen to them talk for the evening and then waving goodbye and not saying anything at the end. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, man. It's just you and I here. Xisuma, what I thought you were in Scream, says 38.6 Prelude. What was that? Oh, dude, we got some lighting up to do over here. Like, there's darkness. It needs torches. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. 1 minute. Wait. Oh, no, you did. Dude, the torch situation is terrible. We got to talk. We need to talk about the torch situation. That's me going into clickbait mode. We need to talk about it. Oh, yes, we do. Love the music, says Mark. It's great, isn't it? It's the MCC music. Honestly, it's fantastic. The vibes are awesome. I really like how it catches both, like, an expected vibe, you know, like that kind of game showy vibe, but also injects like a lot of like character at the same time. I can't say that I actually spend a lot of time listening to music specifically like this, but of all the times I've heard music like this, yeah, I mean, I rate this highly. Let's set up this thing so we can actually light it all up properly. If you caught the end of the last live stream, you will know that shenanigans were afoot. And a creeper made its way into the course, and some of these things got shot, and yeah, you know, we got work to do today. Think of the torches, says Heart Gamer. Think of the torches. They need a home. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Terrifying. Thought I had a little while back while discussing VR chats RPs and their ties to Twitch streaming. With how VODs get deleted after a while in some ways, Twitch is a mass production of lost media. I guess you could look at it that way if you wanted to. Like, a lot of media will degrade and get lost over time. There's actually movies from, you know, the 1910s, 20s, etc. that are just lost to time. There's old TV programs that were recorded onto tapes that then got recorded over the top of. They've been lost to time, you know. There's multiple ways this has already happened. Arishin Elf. 5 months! Thanks so much, my dude. Appreciate your support. What about books? They're flammable. Dude, I totally forgot what I was going to do. It wasn't this. It was setting up my hotkeys so we could turn on Mini HUD and then do the light overlay. That's what I want. Now, back to my stream shortcuts. Cool. Brooksy, 96, 77 months. I'd love to see a Hermitcraft movie. Yeah, and if there were ever a Hermitcraft movie, like, I think it needs to come from some source of inspiration where one of the hermits is like, I've had a vision. There is a story here to tell. And then, like, everyone likes it and wants to do it. That would be cool. That would be an amazing thing to have. Right, I don't really need to go down here and light this up, but, you know, one extra torch. Duh! Or one extra torch. That's all we're asking for. But yeah, we've left behind some horrible scars that need taken care of. Yeah, I tried to jump. Ren can probably do it. Yeah, Ren's, yeah. He's done his own, like, mini-movie type stories already. It needs to be a documentary style, maybe. Here's the other thing, like, documentaries, for example, are kind of a place and time. They're still really valid and useful or whatever, you know, right now. They're still a thing. The documentary might be one of those things that stands the test of time. But they also serve a purpose to inform, and as the information landscape changes around us, it might be, you know, one day these things might become a little redundant, because you could make a Hermitcraft documentary, but you got to remember that there's a lot of fan-created content which documents Hermitcraft in that style, like the recap, for example. So, depending on what kind of story you wanted to tell with all of that, you might find that the sort of similar content or stuff that does the same thing already exists because of how YouTube works. And maybe, you know, maybe some documentaries have something to do with accessibility as well. Like, they tell a story about a different moment in time. And you can still, for the most part, like, go and access all the Hermitcraft videos. So you'd probably be less inclined to watch a sort of factoid, maybe not a factoid, how would you say it? You know, you can go and watch the whole episode, so they're still, like, accessible and available. So it's a little harder to do a kind of, like, remember Hermitcraft, because it's like, well, it's still here, and you can actually go and just watch all the old stuff, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Or am I just talking nonsense? Sometimes I do talk nonsense. But yeah, I'm just getting it that, like, sometimes the mediums die. Like, you'll probably find less people say make a Minecraft book. Sorry, make a Hermitcraft book. That seems like a bit more of an outdated medium compared to what we do, right? But I bet loads of you want a Hermitcraft book now. You're like, no, I love books. Give me a Hermitcraft book. Look, there's somewhere in what I'm trying to say, something makes sense. Help me out here. Make a Hermitcraft lithograph. There you go. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't care about the lithograph anymore. Don't even know what it is. You know? Okay, another thing I need to check is, like, the light levels. So I'm not surprised to see on the tops of these things. Yeah, they're all over the place here. So... oh! We got a sub bomb coming in. Calm down, people. Calm down. Right, I need to think about how we're going to light up the rest of the course, really. What our options are. Glow lichen will be a strong contender. I don't think I want to use anything else too colourful. So it's probably actually just going to be that. Queen Shazzy! Oh, thank you for gifting subs. Very much appreciated. Thank you for subscribing yourself. 20 months. 20 months, wonderful. Appreciate it. Prixel, the one, the only. Here for 15 as well. Thank you, thank you. Hawk Laser. Maria Eleonora. Lavender. 4 of Asgard. Buffy Daxim. Fade 16. Lentos. Venlilu. Castle Becky. Anthra. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We appreciate it ever so much. Copper bulbs have been suggested. Don't they emit different light levels based on what type they are, right? Or am I being a goofball? Right, I definitely kind of want there to be nothing spawning on these. I kind of didn't want it to just, like, ambiently glow in the dark, but that's kind of unavoidable with the whole glow lichen stuff. So a little glow lichen here and there just kind of adds some details as is. So we will cover these areas with glow lichen too. That is the logic behind the decision making, let's say. Woo. Right, so that's nicely lit up, as it will continue to be. So we don't want anything at all spawning in here. I think the place we're going to put the lights are like on these corners, like this. But I want to get this symmetrical, so when we go over to the other side, it too needs to have this lighting done through it. It's a big cleanup job that we're doing today, isn't it? Cherry Pie 84, thank you for 12 months. A year of X, love it. Hope you're well, dude. I'm good. Thank you for your well wishes. We also got Lindela here for 8 months. Thank you, Lindela. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time. Having a fantastic time. You can wax them at different stages. Oh, yes. I was asking a question about that. Like, if they emit different light levels, then they'll operate differently on each side. They do emit different light levels, right? Otherwise, they'd kind of be perfect for this. So we're doing the symmetrical thing. Why did I want to come back here? It was to grab some of this stuff. Man, this is some bopping music right here. Can't quite bop with the mouse today. Oh. Well, we can make another one. Isn't it like 3 regular stone is all I need? Boop. There we go. Now I've forgotten what I was making. Genius! Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. More of those. Probably more of all types, actually. Right, let's go that much on stairs. The rest we'll put on the 4 blocks, although some of them probably more likely to be slabs. Hey, someone slept. Thank you, whoever that was. Copper bulbs? Let's see, copper bulbs. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Do they emit different light levels? Let me know in chat. I don't see anyone replying to that, so... Bear, can you double check? It should be fine. Have you seen it in chat yet, Bear? I'm reading your moderator message. You should have seen it in chat already. It's been long enough. It should have sent one. Ishan coming in with the gifted subs. Oh my goodness me, a second bunch today. Thank you for your generosity, my dude, supporting our community. Liqueur, Aegean, Snowwelk, Exalishi, Vexy, Haunted Magma, Bearpawed Gamma, Perextefan, Namahara 98, Banuga. Bear, yeah, Nightbot should be doing it, right? Nightbot has done the HelloFresh one? That's what I'm trying to confirm. Sorry, should have been more clear. Okay, yeah, no, Stream Elements bot is disabled. Ishan, thank you again so much. Pratis, thank you for resubscribing as well. Appreciate it. All right, so Nightbot's doing its thing. That's really good. That's really good. Just wanted to make sure it was set up correctly. They do emit different light levels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Candles could be oh my god, candles would be perfect. They do have a bit of a hitbox, and their aesthetic is slightly different from what we got going on here. I just, I think I'm going to pass on the candles because I kind of want to get this rolling. I might come back and reevaluate that at some point, right? That's an interesting one. They're going to add little like boxes on the side everywhere, and I think the aesthetic doesn't quite match. Is sort of my only concern. Right, with that, we're really cleaning up some of these potentially spawnable spots. And we've got to do the other side as well. Didn't I make like a big box of... Oh, they're slabs. Okay. I recall making a big box... If I could finish this sentence, that would be wonderful. I recall making a big box of glow lichen recently, but I don't know what it was for or where I put it. On the ramps. I'm sort of putting them on the edges, so there's less noise on the main bit. And then areas like that are going to need some too. Now, I want to mirror this on both sides, so I'm probably going to end up using the free cam. I think I'll end up just doing one side, then the other will have to go back and forth with free cam rather than try and memorize it all, I think. But this is really necessary. Now you can see how much of it is actually exposed. It's quite a bit. Let's do that different. Okay, then down here we'll go for that one and that one. Oof. You love the MCC music. I mean, it's quite fitting for Mace Race as well, isn't it? Funky Somia, thank you for subscribing. I apologize for the butchering of the name. There was definitely some name butchering going on there. It wasn't very pleasant. It was not pleasant. Here's another place we need to build up as well. So it's like 2-4-2. Football formation. Sort of 4-4-2 would be. Jeez. Alright. JSTP 3000, thank you for 14 months, my dude. Definitely wasn't thinking to write what to write for 10 minutes. Haha. It's okay. Sometimes you just don't know, right? Sometimes you don't know. Thank you for tuning in, my dude, and resubbing. Element Warren, thank you for the subscription. Silver Vogs here for 48 months. And we got Nodder Crow's Corpse. Here are some cheers and biddies. Well, thank you for those cheers and biddies from that, you know, that definitely not a Crow's Corpse. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that you're so specific about the nature of the corpse and it not being one, but whatever. I'm not here to judge. Wait, was it 2 on the other side? No, it's 3. I need some more of this. X, what settings did you turn on when you light that up? It removes the numbers. That's a mod, my dude, not a setting. Well, I'm going to finish this tea off because it is 20 minutes cold, you know what I mean? Annabelle loves the new tough blocks. They're great. They're really great. I do like them. So now like a big staircase all the way down. Let's get on it. Probably better to start from down here as it goes. Did I bring my shovel? I think I did. Let's see it on my hotbar. I've got a feeling we're going to be doing nothing but Mace Race today. I was planning on splitting my attention with the secret project, but you know, there might be some apt opportunities to go over there and do some manual, repetitive type of stuff, right? We'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely tons to do over here, including chopping down some trees I've just learned. Will you be taking part in Grian's Life Series X? I think it'd be really cool to see you being a little menace. Probably not. It's like roleplay like that is really just not my forte. I appreciate it. I think it's awesome, but it is totally not the way my brain works. Did a Mojang dev join Hermitcraft? Yes. Back in the day, Dinnerbone joined, and Mark, who was not a dev but part of you know, the Mojang team, and we're talking back in season 1. They played over here. Okay, so 3 slabs. Season 1, question mark? Yeah, we're on season 10. There was a season 1, believe it or not. X, don't tell fibs. You started at season 2. Sorry, we did, yeah. Like most series do in this life, they start at series 2. Oh, it was like slabs, then slabs. Okay. Gonna need my axe over here as well pretty soon. So 2 slabs, 2 slabs, 2 slabs. Is that right? So there was a little bit that came closer there? No, look, we're off. We've mismeasured, and I think I see exactly where it was back here that we did that. What are your opinions on Mumbo's skin? Ergin. Aggering. Don't know what you mean. Okay, let's do that. Aging, people are saying. I don't know what Mumbo's up to with his skin. Mumbo has a normal skin question mark. I don't know if is Mumbo's skin normal? It's classic, that's for sure. Yeah, we also we're going to end up needing a few more blocks here and there, so at some point I need to go and grab more of those. So now we need glow lichen and just the regular blocks, and right now I need more tough. Penelope Sky says, ooh, the hotbar. You might be the first person to point that out, at least that I've noticed. You know, if we just pause for a second, you'll notice down here, if you just divert your eyes to the bottom, follow the cursor downwards, you might notice something slightly different. The only thing that I've changed is this thing down here. Definitely haven't done anything else, no. Okay, all right, let's continue. Get some of them. Get some of these as well. Thank you very much. You're excited to find out what the secret project with Kralis is. I've recorded the episode. I'm going to publish it on Sunday. Usually I like to be a little like on the beat with this stuff, but there's no reason really to there's no reason I can't wait a few extra days, and I kind of want to keep my pacing good at the moment because I'm going to take a couple of breaks soon. So I've got a couple of trips planned out, and so I figured let's keep the stress low. Let's just keep the pace nice and easy for the time being, you know. Especially with Mace Race, there's just so much grindiness. I say grindiness like it's bad. It's not bad. It's just there's all this off-camera stuff to do at the moment. Why did I come back? Oh yeah, axe. Axe somebody and they'll tell you. Yeah, I need an axe basically. Let's also sleep. Anyway, Sunday. All will be revealed. Current plans are to stream Shapes again tomorrow, but maybe not, because I'm probably going to play a little bit off camera, and I just kind of got pulled back into it. I saw a YouTube video explaining how to do the auto shape crafting factory thing, and then I was like, ooh, wait, I want to get back. I want to try this. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of that off camera, and then I might end up streaming and doing some stuff, but I might not as well. So maybe a Shapes stream tomorrow, then Saturday morning we'll have an early morning Hermitcraft stream. That I will do again. So those are your next 2 potential streams, and then probably Tuesday after that, maybe one on Sunday. Do you have plans to join future MCC games? Whenever there's an invitation, I will happily put my name forward. Oh, I see. Okay, so after that one, we go level. Actually, we could set it up differently on this side. It doesn't have to be always the same, does it? That's the thing. I will set it up differently. We'll go back a little bit here to about this level, because we don't actually need to go down to be that low. So on this side, we'll keep it around this height. Also, I've chopped down a couple of trees, but we can chop down more. At some point, I'll need to go down. I'll go down over there. Yeah, go down over there. Okay, right. I know exactly what I'm doing. Might want to chop down a few more trees, because we're also going to landscape nearby, right? So no harm in doing that. Is there a separation in the trees somewhere here? I feel like that tree would be a good one to demolish tactically. Tactical tree demolishing? Gosh. You know you've played Minecraft too much when you think about it like that. Oh my goodness me, another sub bomb coming in. Oh, the generosity today. Oh, I guess it's September, isn't it? Does that affect gifted subs? Oh, your generosity. It's not that generous. It's 30% less generous. Oh, you cheeky fellas. Waiting for September. I'm totally goofing. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. King Claw Blazer. Gifting subs to Stingy, Lecrux Devux, Kinoku, High Vacrimo, Quinn, Juriflis, Benili, Samuel the Nerd, Gregorian, Truly Tyree. There was like 3 reasonable names there. The rest were mental. Bunch of mentalists you are. Thank you so much for the wonderful subs. So we should gift 13 subs then, I see. Does the math actually work out like that? Because those extra free subs are also 30% off. That makes 90%. You need to sub for 13.9888 recurring. Whatever, I can't do numbers. Terrible. Terrible with numbers. Jeez, leave me alone. Right, let's get some normalcy back here. Thank you again for the gifted subs as always. Please appreciate the goof and the gaff. It's all in good spirit. Right, there you go. Separated. That's what I want. That's what I want. This one here is going to go to. Too close. I think X fits well with horror comedy games. Yeah, I really want to find another one. I want to try one on my own, and I was thinking about the Alien game that came out a few years ago. I remember getting or hearing some interesting praise for that game that made me think, you know, it's not my cup of tea, but it sounds like they did something good here. And now that it might be my cup of tea, I'm considering playing it. You know, the main thing is it going to terrify me and make me freeze up? Because that is the experience that I love. The Alien game is scary. Yeah, maybe we'll do that then. We'll do a scare stream. We could call them that, scare streams. That could be a lot of fun. What Alien game? It came out, you know what, it might have been like 10 years ago, honestly. But it was this one that had like the game elements and where the monster would be were adjusted to like match the player and maximize the horror was kind of the idea. Scare stream, you like it? That's a good one, isn't it? Welcome to the peeps tuning in. NFS Crypt, welcome to the stream, dude. Still some peeps coming in. Welcome everyone. If you're new here, if you haven't hit that follow button, be sure to do so. Also, I've just noticed the time. Oh my! I cannot believe how quick these streams go by. Let me get prepared here. Let me give you my full concentration because this stream has been sponsored by HelloFresh. Let me also switch to standing because I've been sat and my bum is really numb. Yeah, so they're sponsoring this stream. That means that they're giving us a code to use so that you can use the service and get a great discount. If you're in the US of A, you can get 10 free meals and free breakfast for life as long as you keep your subscription. So you subscribe, you stay with the service, they'll put in a free breakfast in every box, I believe is how that works. If you're not in the US, there'll be some sort of equivalence. So this discount code actually works in all the countries that they deliver to, I believe. So you'll get a discount that applies to your country wherever you're at. So if you want to sign up for this service, check the link below the stream here, just below the actual video. Scroll down. You know how that works. There's more information down there, right? There's all sorts of stuff to check out, but you can get the HelloFresh link. You can get the code. I think Nightbot will be putting it in chat. Maybe the mods could copy paste it into there for me. That would be terrific. But if you're not aware of what HelloFresh is, let me tell you all about it, because I've been using these meal delivery services for years. I've been a HelloFresh customer for years. And, you know, when they reached out to sponsor, I was really happy because, you know, who doesn't want to take up a sponsorship and earn a little extra money and then give something back to their audience? You know, you get the discount. But I like to do that with companies that I actually use myself and that I would genuinely recommend, which you may know because we've been sponsored by them before in the past. And I really like the meal delivery services because they taught me how to cook. Okay? Like, getting a box full of ingredients with instructions delivered to your door is pretty fantastic. You know, you do it over a period of time and you will pick up so many tips and tricks for cooking that when you got, you know, odds and sods left over in the fridge, you'll know how to cook up a good tasty meal, which is really cool. So yeah, some of y'all know I'm a big fan of food, and part of that is because I've learned how to cook, and a lot of that was through using these meal services. Right, let's just grab some blocks so we can continue doing some stuff while we talk about it. Yeah, so if you want a fresh box of food delivered to your door, that's what they provide. They can do it weekly. You can control the amount of portions you want per meal. If you're feeding a family, they've got options for that. There are different categories of meal as well. You've got things that are quick and fast to cook. You've got healthy options. You got your veggie, your pescatarian, high protein. That's what I go for. Family-friendly meals, and they do specials and extras as well. You can also get like desserts and sides chucked into your meals as well. It's super easy to understand when you're using their website to order stuff. You know, you just select the meals and it gives you the extras and you yes or no if you want them or not. So I highly recommend it. And yeah, if you want to give it a try, there is a code. And that'll give you a nice healthy discount. Anyway, if you've got any questions about it, let me know in the chat. But like I said, it taught me how to cook. That's the big thing that I think you should know about it. Is if you do give it a try, maybe you're a bit shy of cooking. Because whenever we talk about food, often a comment I get is like, oh, I don't know how to cook and stuff. Like this can really help you. When you order the different meals, it'll tell you what ingredients are going to come with it, and then it'll even tell you, you know, you need some ketchup or some water or whatever, and it'll tell you all the utensils that you'll need to cook it as well, so you can be prepared and you know, do the whole cooking thing. Now they're sending me a box. It's going to arrive on the 12th of September, and I'm going to be trying to record me cooking. And based on how that goes, and if I get some good footage, and if I feel like editing it is fun, I might be making a little cooking stream video for you. So something to come back for. You can see it in action on a later stream, which sounds pretty cool, right? How does it compare to Factor, says Abroad Man Dude Gaming. I haven't used Factor, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But what I do know of my experience with HelloFresh compared to some others, I think that they do the biggest portions, and they have probably the simpler range of recipes. Like, there is a little less fuss and ingredients. Some of the other services I've used, some of the recipes can be a little bit more complicated, and the portion sizes aren't as big, which, you know, might actually be what you're looking for. You might want to do something a little more fancy. You're not a big eater though, but with HelloFresh, I think of the ones I've used, they have the best value for money in terms of, you know, getting food and calories and whatever. Adrian says, can I claim it with the code later too? Does it expire someday? I think you need to use it within the next 2 weeks, because this is a campaign and it's being run through September, but there's like a 14-day period for me to do the things I've got to do. So yeah, within the next 2 weeks you want to claim it. So feel free to, you know, write down the code and bookmark the link or something. Glitter also points out the Factor is free-made. Yep. So this is like fresh ingredients, and then you do the cooking and you put together a meal. That's how this one works. I am pretty good cook, and I have picked up tricks from HelloFresh, especially in using herbs, spices, and sauces I wasn't familiar with, says Baskinovich. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. That's what I was saying about making a tasty meal with leftovers. I now know loads of combinations of spices and how to add a little extra kick to your food. It's taught me so much using these services. Factor is owned by HelloFresh. Yeah, I had a feeling they were. If ever they come to the UK, I would give Factor a try as well. But they're like pre-made meals. So I imagine the fresh ingredients are on the healthier spectrum, right? Like some pre-made meals can be all right, and then some have like loads of preservatives and etc. etc. Is there a baking version of HelloFresh? Says Bear. I don't know, but that's a good idea for like. There's probably a niche for that. You know what? I would probably go for that because I'm not really into baking because I don't eat bread and cakes and stuff. But I've looked up recipes online and stuff in the past, and it just feels so much easier when you're given the exact quantity of ingredients you need and like some very direct instructions. When you look up recipes and stuff online, it's like there's a lot of like guesswork in between sometimes. So yeah, for that reason, I've never really gone into baking because I don't have a passion for it, and it kind of looks complicated. But I would love to do a little bit of baking at some point, just to learn, you know, just to give it a try. So if there's like a Hello Cakes, if there's a baking service out there, that's probably a. If there isn't, that's probably a good like gap in the market, I reckon. Tip: save the recipes of HelloFresh because you can always cook the same meal you like. Yeah, that's another thing you can do. I've got these recipe books that are just made out of all the sheets of paper that they give you. You just hold on to your favorites and you can use that. Also, if you go onto their website, you'll find that you can just see all of the recipes for their menu anyway. It's not like they hide it. Like, you can go onto the website and get all the ingredients, cooking instructions anyway. So it's like really quite an open approach to doing it, which is cool. Baking companies hit me up, says Bear. You got to patent the idea. That's what you got to do. You got to patent it, then it's yours. Although I think you'll have a hard time patenting that. Sounds like the sort of thing that would be deliberately open, right? Summon Sus, thank you for 50 months. 50 months let go. Also happy to share that I got hired for a good job today in aerospace. Today's just awesome. Oh man, that is so cool. Congratulations, my dude. Congratulations. Yeah, aerospace is pretty cool. I love space and science and all that stuff. April says, yeah, the cooking video does sound fun. Good luck with getting that to work, X. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna put a crazy amount of effort into filming it because I've done things like this in the past, and sometimes it's really awkward to get all your equipment set up because you're not someone who's doing this all the time. So I'm just gonna give it a go with my phone camera. I'm not gonna overthink things too much. I'm just gonna crack on, try and record the experience. Then I'm gonna go look at all the footage, and then I'll have a better idea if I've got something good or not. But I won't know straight away, right? So I'm hoping it works out. I'm hoping that, yeah, it'll turn into something nice. But I'm not guaranteeing it because if I do that in my head, if I'm like I'm definitely making a whole cooking video, then I'm going to stress out so much about like getting all the recording correct and doing loads of testing, and before you know it, cooking a meal takes like 5 hours. So yeah, that's not what we want, is it? Okay, it goes down and then steps down again. Oh my goodness me, I need haste 2 over here, really. So that and then stairs. I like the cycling videos you used to do. I guess a similar process, but maybe trickier editing. Yeah, it'll definitely be trickier to edit the cooking one, that's for sure. I'm probably going to have to voice over it as well. Because the environment just isn't great for cooking. So I'm going to just focus more on the video and then do a voiceover after, like, piece it together in editing. You have to start the dinner video directly after lunch. Yeah. Exactly. The last time I tried cooking fried rice, I spent 4 hours, says Arasheen Alf. Yeah, so, like, the difference here would be that you will be given all the ingredients and then all the instructions, and then you can read the instructions, you can prepare a little bit, make sure you know what you're doing. Like, I've been using these for years, right, and I still take that time to just read through everything, prep, get a picture in my head of what I'm doing, and then it's a breeze after that. Your family still eats what we learned from a Doc M77 cooking video. What was Doc's cooking video about? Azaka 78, 64 months, a whole stack. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Like, because like all of you streamers like me, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Of course you do. You just your day is full of activities and chores, and you're wondering, have I got time to stream this evening? Is that thing gonna work out? I kind of knew today was a stream day from me. I was actually gonna stream tomorrow, but as the day unfolded, I was like, today's the day. That's how I want to get my streaming done now. It's just like picking the right days to do it. When you really feel it in your bones, you know? Do you feel it in your bones, chat? Do you feel it in your bones? I feel it in my bones. Krish, thank you for gifting yet another sub to Rio Cooley. That is very cool of you. Chat, do you know what I've been thinking about? I've been thinking about making another cup of tea. I really have. I must be a tea fiend today or something. Oh, is it like that, is it? That's how much work we've been doing. The inventory be full. Always feel it in the bones, says he has. Always, always, always. Let's drop down over here. Ooh. Wait, I had a box with me. I didn't need to fly over here. Kind of don't need the lighting overlay on at the moment, do we? Okay. What do? What do indeed? You know what? Do you know? I don't think I'm actually going to make a cup of tea, but we're going to take a quick break anyway, so that y'all can enjoy the amazing animation. And I'll be back in just a second, people. Thank you for all of those gifted subs. Really appreciate it. We've had so many today, so thank you for your generosity. I hope you enjoyed the animation there. I bought the kettle anyway. What I really wanted was just like a little break to move around, but I thought I'd put the kettle on anyway, just in case, you know. I'm a tea drinking man, what can I say? Let's get down here, collect all this stuff. Yeah, I think the real thing I wanted just to move about a little bit. I went to the physio today. Got like my shoulders, my neck, and like my upper back done, and that's the area where I accumulate, and a lot of people accumulate that tension and stress. And the place it always comes from, right? It's not from like lifting weights and stuff. Oh no, it's from being at the computer. This is just like a very, I don't know. You sort of tense up a little bit. Your arms are in this position with the repetitive motions constantly, and you just Just accumulate stress. So it's nice to get some of that alleviated today. Oh wait, is it flat here or are we at slab level? It's flat. It's flat now. That chicken looks kind of sus. Oh, I just turned away right as I was looking at it. That is so sus. That is a sus chicken. What am I doing for lighting in this area? Just glow lighting. Candles was honestly a great suggestion. Honestly, a great one. Let's swing over here. So like to that one little bit and then it goes up. I see it. Actually, this is where it mirrors this bit, so... Or does it? Is it slightly different over there? It's different for like one. It's different for just one. Interesting. I'm out again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You could make little benches in the holes. Little benches? Don't quite picture it. Alright, let's get it going. I haven't seen a chicken that didn't look sus. That's true. That's a good point. When does a chicken ever look normal in this game? If we go down the middle, I think there was like some bits here. Yeah, look at this. This has been missed. Okay, then that there, that's fine. For now. Oh, look, I missed a few blocks here. Too busy waffling about food. Can't wait to see the chickens in the movie. I mean, those sheep were looking pretty horrific, so... I don't know what to tell you to expect, but I think they're going to be wild, that's for sure. Just fill that little bit there back in. Those sheep are nightmare fuel. Pretty much, right? Right, is that 4? That is. Then we go up again. Yeah, we go up again. Whoops. Two here. Then what is it? Okay, it's stairs and then 3 and then stairs. 1, 2, 3, stairs, 1, 2, 3. Gonna need some more dirt here. Are you calling me nightmare fuel, says Sheeposaurus. Ah, I see. Yeah, some of you might not know what we're referring to. The new Minecraft movie trailer is out, and it's got people talking. It's got people talking on the internet. Oh my god, something on the internet? Getting people talking? What age are we living in? What is this? Okay, I think that curled in by like 1. Then after that, it's lots of steps. Stairs. Something. That'll do. I'll have me one back, please. Chat, who do you think will be more likely to save the movie? Jack Black or Jason Momoa? Wow, I just spotted my iPad and it is freaking out. All the buttons were just shuffling themselves and then it stopped. Weird. Weird. Blackjack is going to save the movie if anyone is, right? To be fair, I don't really know what else Jason Momoa has been in other than Game of Thrones. So, yeah, I would go with Blackjack. My good old friend, who I'd never get his name wrong, would I? I'd just never do that. Aquaman? I haven't seen Aquaman. Oh, that was a question I was going to ask. I just kind of realized that all that Marvel stuff, like about 7 or 8 years ago, it seemed to be like everywhere. Like you just see some Marvel thing wherever, you know. And then recently, it feels like it's died down a lot. Oh wait, why am I going up here? Is it because it's because I looked at the layout there? That might actually not be a bad shout, because the way we did it over here, we started our rock thing. It could still actually go up, right? So I should stop here because I don't actually know what the plan is beyond this. So I'll leave that there, and then we'll bring the rest of it up to this point. The show's ruined it because they suck now. Didn't they always suck? Aquaman is DC. Oh, okay, right. It's a different one. X, there's a long and convoluted reason on licensing and studio conflict. Oh, okay. I mean, are they putting out less movies? I just feel like, you know, there'd always be something, and it'd be like, what's this? Oh, it's Marvel. And then lately, I just kind of realized I don't feel like I've heard about a Marvel movie in years. So I don't know if they're releasing them less, or it's sort of fallen off a bit or whatever, but you know, if it is dying down, hopefully like the traditional cinema that I love will start to get a bit of a comeback, but you never know, like things change. Those kind of movies just might be down and out now. And I've been watching a few movies lately now that I've finished The Boys. Just started watching some good old 90s and noughties movies again. I always love it, that kind of pacing. It's just what I was raised with, you know. Deadpool and Wolverine was the newest. Scar probably has a rant ready for this. Oh, all right. An R-rated Marvel movie just made over $1 billion this summer. Wow. A24 movies are really nice, says Goofy Me. Yeah, they are. Dude, I'm going to make a little note because I need to take a moment to pick out like what I'm going to watch next. And yeah, I should look up some more A24 movies. I've really enjoyed some of their stuff. Yeah, like I don't like my only time for watching is when I sit down and eat. And I really don't like it when I don't know what I'm going to watch because I hate decision paralysis. I don't like sitting and scrolling through all those options on Netflix. I just want to know, here's something I can watch and I'm going to like it for whatever reason. So I like to do a little bit of research in advance. So I've got like a list of things I'm going to watch and I don't have one at the moment. So I'll have a look at those A24 movies and maybe give some of those a shot. Talk to Me is really good. Hey, I might end up watching that one then. But I'll have to see what platform they're on and stuff. There's this cool website called Just Watch, and you can just type in a movie and it tells you what platforms they're on. So I'm slowly accumulating a list of stuff that's on HBO. So I might sign up for HBO again and just like rewatch The Wire, watch The Sopranos, and then go through a bunch of other stuff. Because those are some good shows, right? I think for the sake of how this looks on the outside, I'm going to add a pillar here. Going up just to break it up a little bit. Sopranos is so good, says Grishma. I believe it's often cited as the show that started the kind of serialized TV revolution that has, you know, given birth to so many amazing shows. I still think The Wire is like the peak of that. If you've never seen The Wire, read up what it's about, and if it tickles your fancy, definitely watch it because it is awesome. And I've watched it like 5 or 6 times now, and I always just get that itch to want to watch it again. But yeah, like The Wire was like probably the first of those serialized TV shows to like really garner some big attention, and it still holds up. It's such a well done show, really holds up well. Right, we need to go get those copper blocks because we need them, and then we need to go get the glow lichen, so let's go and do that. The Minecraft movie, very good as well, says Rolandster. The Minecraft movie is good as well. Dude, I got to turn off these lighting things for a minute, I think. I mean, the Minecraft movie isn't out yet, so I wouldn't judge it too quickly. This copper build is great. Thanks. Thanks. The shield was not that bad either. What one is the shield? Kingdom on Netflix is good. I really liked... is it The Last Kingdom, is it called? The one with Uraf, son of Uraf. Is that what he's called? Is it Ulraf, or is that another character in the show? What is it he says? I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred. That's the one. The spin-off from The Wire. Interesting. Let me make another note, because I've seen the prequel to The Wire, but I haven't seen the spin-off, so let's do that. Yeah, I reckon for like TV shows, I'm gonna get HBO again. I think that's got the House of Dragons one as well, right? There was a new season of that, so. But yeah, I try and keep this thing in mind that like that entertainment, it does like border on the air quotes mindless. Like, we like to be entertained, but I also like to be productive and create things, and there's like a bit of tug and pull between watching and creating. Sometimes I feel guilty if I'm just watching and not like creating anything, so I try and like limit the consumption of that sort of stuff to some extent. But like, one nice balance is just like rewatching a TV show while you're grinding Minecraft stuff. That's always enjoyable. Where am I going? I know where I'm going. I just needed to think a little bit more first. Marvel has actually released quite a few movies in the last 8 to 10 years. People just got tired of watching the same plot all of the time, so it lost hype. I mean, I got tired of watching it before I even watched any of it, so I'm not surprised. It's the whole franchising thing, right? You're looking forward to the Rings of Power coming back. The first season was very overhated. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Like, again, it's the franchise thing. It's just, you know, the Lord of the Rings thing was amazing, right? We got those really cool movies, and the Hobbit ones were kind of all right. I'm happy to leave it at that. I'm happy for it to be like this one unique special thing, and I don't really like want to go there over and over again, which is like what they've done with Star Wars. I was watching a lot of the Star Wars stuff, and I was like, this is really good. I like my Mandalorian and my Boba Fett, or whatever it was called. But then I just like got fed up with it. And not because it was bad, it was just like franchise fatigue. It's just like, they're never going to stop pumping out this Star Wars stuff. And it just lost its charm, you know? Like, those original Star Wars movies are just a beautiful little bit of pop culture. Something that so many people enjoyed and was really unique at the time, but now it just becomes this like endless thing, you know, with the typical stories of good versus bad, and, you know, cliffhangers between episodes and backstabs and twists and turns. It all just gets a bit overwhelming and tiring when there's so much of it. I don't know what I'm talking about, says I hate it when they're milking stuff. It destroys the legacy of those franchises. Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, mate. Shut up. I'm messing with you. I mean, your username is asking for it, dude. I'm joking. No, I kind of agree. Like, it gets milked. You know, like, if there's someone behind... Oh, we run out of bone meal here. We have. If there's someone behind that vision who's like, I've got a vision of a world, and there's all these different places I want to take you in it and tell these stories, and, you know, maybe their vision of it takes a lot to do. Maybe it's going to take multiple movies and TV series. Then, yeah, sure, go for it. But a lot of the time, it feels like the initial thing, that spark, that idea, it's kind of like over in a shorter time frame. I think there was five of them there. I'm struggling to think of an IP that was brought out and made better as a result, says Burt Potato. I bet if you took the time and you included things like games, computer games sometimes have good turnaround. Doom, for example, but it wasn't brought out. I think Doom is a really good example of an IP that's managed to sort of reintroduce itself to a new generation, bring the old generation along for the ride, and like maybe there's some people out there that are like, they've ruined Doom with Doom Eternal. Oh, it's terrible now. I don't know. I've never heard anyone say that, so you know, I don't know, but maybe there are some that feel that way. Fair enough. But to me, someone who was like, loves those old games and pretty much thought I would, I wouldn't be into any like remakes and stuff in the future. No, totally with it. They've absolutely done an amazing job. The new Doom game looks good. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be a gamer for that game. All right, I'm not a gamer, but right now I'm injured, so I got a little bit more time to play games, right? Factorio's coming out. I'm going to get stuck in with that. I'm doing a little bit more shapes at the moment. And then Doom. Doom will be, the Dark Ages will be something I give some time to. Okay, that's good. So let's get some more. New Indiana Jones game is hype. I hope they can do a good one. The one I loved was The Fate of Atlantis. That was an amazing game. By the way, Waste from Shinoble, thank you so much for another gifted sub today. To Sarin Loves Me. I was just totally in the waffles and missed that. So thank you so much, my dude. When do you play with Impulse and Schism in another Phasmophobia stream? I'm not sure. I'll mention it soon because Ren's back and I'd love to get Ren in to play Phasmo. Doom TV show when, says Penelope Sky. You see, you know they made that Doom movie in 2005, like, and it wasn't very well received. That's a movie that I wish they could have done better with, because the demons in Doom, I can't help but feel if you did it right, which is an easy thing to say and a very hard thing to do, but I feel like their scare factor could be really cool in a movie if you had the right kind of balance. Like, I don't think you could treat them as like horror, like things popping out of the dark, because we all know what they are already. But I think they can make for some really tense villains in action sequences, especially the Arc Vial. But how you would execute that? I mean, imagine like the people that made John Wick were instructed to like do this with the Doom IP, and you know they're not going to just turn the zombie guys with guns into ninjas or something. Like they're going to get the Doom feeling, like a really intense action movie with the Arc Vial and stuff. That could be really something if done right. I feel like there's potential there, but unfortunately 2005, basically, you know, not that great at all. Peeps, thanks for being tuned in today. Be sure to hit the follow button. As you know, today's stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. Part of that means I'm going to be showing you how to order on the website, although I'm not actually logged in because I don't want to dox myself, but you can pretty much get the gist of how everything works. If you weren't here earlier, HelloFresh is a meal delivery service. You can get fresh food delivered to your doorstep with the instructions on how to cook it all. You can order it on the website, or you can order it on the phone with the app. You can pick a plan. That's going to be how many meals you're getting each week, how many portions. If you want fresh food for a family, you can get larger portions. This is what you'll get, a box like this with all of the different recipes packaged into these brown paper bags. Super easy for organizing. Just grab the one you want to cook, and you got everything that you need right there. There's a few other pages I want to show you here on the website, but it's been a minute since I was on here. I mean, there's an explanation of what a food box is. This I've kind of already told you about. I think it's our recipes. Yeah, on the menu. Here we go. So you can see that each week of the month there are a whole bunch of different recipes for you to choose from. They're put into different categories, like we've got spicy and veggie, calorie smart if you want to lower your calorie intake, family friendly meals, Let's go down a little further. High protein, eggs not included. So, you know, they cater to lots of different diets. If you're thinking this stuff looks really good in the pictures, it cooks really well. It's they're pretty scrumptious meals. So anyway, if you click on one of these, let's have a look. Right, you've got preparation time, how many calories in a portion. You'll get 2 by default, by the way, so you'll get 2 lots. So that's like 2 meals when you select one. You got your description, tells you how long it takes to make, just under 25 minutes. If you've got any allergies, that's considered. You got a list of your ingredients, they'll be in that bag. And then what do you need that isn't included? 2 tablespoons of water for this one. You got utensils, and then you've got all your nutritional breakdown if you want to track your macros, which is pretty cool. As you'll see though on the website, I'm not even logged in. Anyone can go look at this. It's basically free for you to come and have a look at how to cook it, right? Like all the instructions are here. So when you get your box, you're going to have a sheet of paper. You're going to have all of these instructions. You can sit down, read them. This is where I think if you're like shy to cooking, you can learn a lot because it's telling you exactly what to do. You know, put your boiled water into the saucepan with some salt and then put it on high heat and, you know, let it cook for 10 to 12 minutes. And yeah, so all the instructions are there step by step. So you could literally come on here, have a look at the recipe, buy the ingredients at the shop and go, wow, that was a tasty meal. But then, of course, it's even easier if they just deliver it to your doorstep. You don't have to go to the shop. So yeah, that's the service right there. Looks like they separate it for vegetarian options too. So if you're a veggie, you can come over here and have a look at all the recipes. But yeah, we're in the recipe hub right now, so there's absolutely loads here. Don't confuse that with what's on the menu. So, for example, this week, this is what we get to pick from. All of these ones right here. Can I remember? I think I picked the sesame lemon chicken noodles. That was one of the ones I chose. Oh man, my memory's not so great. There's so many, I can't remember. I think I might have picked the harissa lamb. I really like that spice. That's a really nice spice. And anyway, there's just absolutely loads to pick from here, right? Like, I jumped straight into the high protein category, so I just like looked at a smaller menu. Basically, that one I picked, the Tex-Mex style pork and bean chili. That looked fantastic. And yeah, like I said earlier, these meals are really great because they come with all the spices and stuff, so they'll be super tasty. You know, we'll wrap this up in just a second. Thank you for sticking with me. If we just go to the recipe box, you can see here, you can get an idea of the pricing. If you use my code, you get that discount. You can get 10 free meals, so they'll give you like percentages off for the first few weeks of your subscription, and then free breakfast for life if you're in the USA. As long as you keep your subscription, they'll throw in a free breakfast in each thing. So when we were looking at all of those recipes, like the portions will change based on the number of people that you pick. So they'll put enough ingredients for 4 portions in a bag if you pick this one. And then meals, you can just have 2 off the menu if you want to do a little bit of cooking. And of course, you make the savings if you buy in bulk. So if you go all the way up to 5 meals in a box for 4 people, you know, that could be Monday to Friday cooking for the family. And then you got your price down here, and you'll save a little extra by getting the bigger portions. You see here, price per serving, £3.15. And with the prices of food these days, I'm quite amazed at how reasonable this is. Yeah. So again, thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring the stream. You can get the link if you're interested just below the video. If you're watching on the VOD on the second channel, it'll be in the description box too. No number of people equals 1. Bad review, says Matty. Sure, if you want to. You know, you can just cook 2 portions at once, and then go and put that other one in the fridge and reheat it for later, right? Heart Gamer says, honestly, it's helped to save money on grocery shopping. Yeah, same here, really. Like, I don't get too into it, adding up all the pennies, but on the surface of things, you can kind of see this is really quite cheap, because I've noticed that, like, there's a lot of stuff that I buy at the shops that goes into the cupboard. So occasionally I have things out of the cupboard, you know, your long-term foods, like a pack of noodles. Maybe you make yourself some porridge. What else is in there? I do have some canned fruit, nuts. Why can't I think of what else is in there? Dang. Like sachets of rice. You got to buy spices as well. That's a good point, 4Gil. So there's all these little things that add up around the edges. But usually, like, if I end up going to, like, buy a couple of meals for myself, it seems to be about £20 a day is the kind of number I've come to in my head to eat. But it's probably a bit more than that. And, you know, those boxes will be, like, £45 for 4 days of eating. So it's really good value. But that's just, you know, that's just me averaging out numbers roughly. So I haven't actually sat down and done the calculus. Poofy, Lufa, hello Xisuma and chat. You just made me hungry. Definitely going to check out HelloFresh. Yeah, definitely do so. Just give it a try. You know, give it a try for a little while. If it's not for you, you can always cancel your subscription, but it's totally worth it. Oh, wasn't there one other thing I was supposed to grab? Oh yeah, I was supposed to get the copper blocks and stuff. Let's just fly back. You wanted to see if there was a difference between 2 people, 3 meals versus 3 and 2 meals. There is. If you go to their website, just hellofresh.com, if you want to use the menu at the top, you'll find the same page I was just on. So the price changes in accordance with the amount. So it'll be proportional. You know, if you go for 3 meals and 3 people, it'll be X amount per portion. If you slide it up to 4 people, you know, you'll save a little per portion. I always look at it, but the other person in the house is really picky with their food, and I can never find a lot of options that would suit both of us. Yeah, some people are like that, aren't they? As a non-fussy eater, I just can't be bothered to be fussy. It's like an attitude. I don't know what to say to someone who's fussy with food. It's like, just give it a try. Just give it a go. It's not the worst thing. Would be nice. Would have been so nice if it was possible. I hate cooking lunch for the next day sometimes. So I cook a carb and throw a canned fish on it. Cooking lunch for the next day. Well, if you grab, like, you know, if you cook a HelloFresh meal, you get 2 portions. I always just eat the 2 portions together because I'm a big eater. But, you know, you can put one in the fridge for the next day. Have that at lunch. We came back for cobble blocks. I don't love spice, but I'd still eat it. I'm super unfussy. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, because spices in food... I'm kind of expecting to find another box of copper here. Maybe I'll put it all into that one. Huh. Spices in food are really like the difference maker. In fact, I used to not cook with spices. I don't know why, but when I was trying to get leaner and like sort out my diet, I pivoted really hard to clean eating. It was like, it wasn't long before it was like no cakes, no fizzy drinks, not even sugary stuff like apple juice. All I ate was like meals cooked with vegetables, meat, and you know, some fruit, some yogurt. Like, it was all stuff like that, and I wouldn't even season this stuff with salt and pepper. Like, I didn't use any seasoning. It was kind of mad how I used to eat, because I was just sort of driven to get healthier, and I think in my head I sort of thought spices weren't part of that, but spices are perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Anyway, they make such a huge difference to a meal if you know how to season it properly. So, like, spices are part of, like, seasoning, right? I mean, maybe it's the category of hot. And yeah, if you don't get along with hot spices, that makes sense. But seasoning is essential. They are, yeah, spices are good for you. Vitamins, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory stuff. Yeah, I remember learning about that. And there's this like evolutionary theory that they're spicy, they're hot, and Oh, something about how the plants kind of like ward off things that are bad in nature, but because we consume them, we gain like this extra tolerance. So I was like, I'm really butchering it. It was like a video that I watched a long time ago. One of your explainers make you feel smart and forget it the next day videos. But yeah, I remember learning something about how spices are really good. And one thing I love about eating something spicy, and I did this when I was sick, I would have a cup of spicy noodles, is that they get your sinuses to open up. So like when you're getting all bunged up and stuff, it can really like open your sinuses, which sounds super gross, and it definitely is. So I can't defend myself there, but I'll be sick, you know, and I'll happily have a pot of spicy noodles to open up the sinuses so I can go blow out all the snot and stuff. Oh, X, you're so pleasant. This is exactly what I wanted to hear in your stream. Fun fact, spicy isn't a flavor, rather just plain. So if you like your food spicy, you're probably a masochist. I appreciate it on a joke level, but I mean, spice isn't the only thing in the food, so maybe not. Something with wasabi works too. Dude, it's been a while since I've had a wasabi kick. That opens up my nostrils. Like the heat in wasabi goes to a different place. It's been a while since I've had it though, so it's not fresh in my mind, but it's kind of like through your nostrils. It's like this fire, and it's like really intense, and then it's gone. It kind of goes quite quickly, but wasabi is fun. Not if you have too much at once, right? Like I went to, most of the time I have wasabi, it's from like sushi from the sushi bar at Asda, which isn't the worst. Panku, I think it is. That's pretty decent sushi. It's not like Tesco sushi, but get a bit of wasabi, and it gives you that kick. I went to a restaurant once, like a proper Oriental restaurant, and it had the wasabi, and I put a big dollop on it, and whew, it almost blew my head off. Like, I was not expecting. I was like, oh dear Lord, I might die. I might die. Oh, I'm better now. Wasabi makes you tear up. That's interesting. It doesn't go to my eyes, it goes to my nose. It's like different for each person, I guess. But yeah, wasabi is fun. Wasabi is not avocado. I believe it's horseradish and spice, right? Like, why is it called horseradish? I like having radishes in my salad, and if you get a big bite of the radish when there's not a lot of like other stuff with it, you can kind of taste a little bit of this spicy bitterness. I think that might be where the hotness comes from. Okay, here I think I'm going to put them at the front. We're going to have to do so much flying around with the free cam to check all this stuff's been done properly. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be so crazy. Oh, it's going to be hype. I'm going to be going over here and going over there. Hit that like button. Follow me on YouTube. Follow my Instagram. Jeez, I have no idea what that was. I have no idea what that was. This is what happens if you're on the internet. You're exposed to to those overly hyped YouTubers. That's what that was. Overly hyped. Come on, there we go. Got it. Am I okay, X? I'm definitely okay. Just being a goose, being a silly goose, like always. Does X even have an Instagram? I do not. Me, I am not on the gram. I am not on the gram. However, at some point, I might pull my finger out and get some sort of auto-posting thing going on over there, but as of right now, I haven't bothered, have I? I haven't bothered. Right. Xisuma, do you have ADHD? I do not have ADHD. I am also a little concerned with the amount of online diagnosis there is of it. As I've seen these TikToks, you know, it's like, hey, do you get nervous before big events? You might have anxiety. It's like, hey, getting nervous before a big event is kind of a normal thing. Like, of course you're going to get nervous. You're nervous for a reason. That doesn't mean you got an anxiety disorder. So yeah, I'm kind of concerned about the amount of, let's call them TikTok diagnoses that are available for mental ailments. Mental ailments? That doesn't sound right. Like, it is a concerning trend. Let's get up here and do these ones next. How are you today? Says Janeo? I'm good, thanks for asking. Everything is a disorder these days, says Plants. Well, you know, we're grappling with multiple things here. There's a better understanding of it. There's a growing acceptance of mental health issues and awareness in society. And there's also a growing, I don't want to use the word industry. It's a bit slanted, but you know what I mean. There's like more people diagnosing. So it's like when diagnoses of something go up over time, is it because we got the resources to diagnose it, you know, compared to before? Is there now a culture of people being able to talk about this stuff? There's a bunch of factors into why that number goes up. So I wouldn't be too quick to like chalk it up to something else, but there's definitely something to be said about how culture can shift attitudes and make us think differently about ourselves. Like, all things interact with one another, right? Oh, I'm auto jumping. Okay, I think I kind of got up to here as like a bit of a halfway point in my mind. Oh, wait, okay. Let's go over here. Let's do this side. The same bit we just did. There might be more to check here, actually. Let's go all the way back to the beginning, right? Like, it could be really easy to miss something here. Right, so then that section is like so. Looking good, consistent. Yeah, we pretty much got it all done up to here. And now I need to go up top and do that bit. Okay. Lots of double checking is about the best we can do, right? Joe Duggan is here with the raid. Thanks so much, Joel. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome all the raiders. Oh, dude, I was supposed to do the different voice. Joel Duggan raiding with 23. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm in a mood today, apparently. I'm in a mood. That was damn right musical. I just hit the pause button. That's all I did. I just hit the pause button. It scared you. I'm sorry. That was not the intent. Right, we got these ones to do now. A silly mood, apparently. Come on, the silly moods are good, right? I can't take myself too seriously. I play block game for a living. You missed most of the stream thanks to this dumb job. Dang it, Bills. I mean, if you're at work, I mean, that's gonna happen, right? I like this side of X, says Mystoria. I'm glad you do, because it keeps me sane. Right, don't want to miss any. I've missed a couple there, haven't I? Been shim-shamming it a little bit. God, we're absolutely tearing through this stuff. Right, now. How are we going to deal with that little patch in the corner? I guess all of those bits. Gets all of those bits. Oh no! Problem solved. Yeah, I guess there's no missing bits here. Let's check this middle path. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Just put them there. Now, why is there a difference there? There shouldn't be a difference there, should there? Why is it slightly different? Where's the difference in the light sources? Oh, there's one missing. Look. Ah. So for all that double checking, I completely missed this section. That is wild. That is wild that I missed that. Okay. That's got beacon beams right next to it. Okay, that'll do. You're digging the MCC music in the background. Me too, my dude. Me too. Quitting in little over a month. I've given this job 5 years of my life, and it's time. 5 years is too long, honestly. You know, good for you. If you've come to that realization, that can be scary to do. So, well done, you. All right, let's go put these in place. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, dude, I so need the mace. Why have I not got the mace with me today? Usually when I work on this, I'm always bopping around. This is, oh my god, I feel like I'm no longer the mace master. Was I ever the mace master? I feel like I definitely can't call myself the mace master now. I think I missed one actually on the corner there. Yeah, there was one here. Right, so now it's just a bit at the top. Bo bo bo. It's such a bop, this song. Ah! Missed. The ace of the mace. Yeah, what about doing the hammer time thing? I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hammer time. I don't know, something to kick it all off. Right, so we got to finish that little bit of the middle and then start to do the outsides here. Whew. Oh yeah, we also want to build up these pillars. I didn't bring those blocks. Let's go grab them. Ah! Gosh. Stupid tree existing. Making oxygen, how dare they? What's the process called? Oh my god, what is that called? Should have paid more attention in school. Oh dear. Begins with P. Photosynthesis. That's the one. Photosynthesis. Should I put them here as well? I think I will actually. I think I'm going to do them in these little sections. Yeah, stop photosynthesizing, tree. You're in my way. Yeah, definitely want to put more of these pillars in, I think. Well, and now I'm going to run out, so go get some more of both. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I will. X, are there any good bagel shops in your region? Not that I know of. I went to this... this is going to sound so New Yorky. I went to... Well, because it was in New York, like literally. But I went to Noel's Bagel shop thing on the corner of Central Park. I had a proper New York bagel experience. I had never eaten a sandwich. I mean, it's not a sandwich, it's a bagel, right? But like, that's my equivalent from over here in the UK. I'd never eaten a sandwich that good. I didn't know they could be that good. And like, it was like a busy restaurant, and it was full of locals. And then in come some like clueless Brits that don't understand how you order stuff because like the menu is just massive. And anyway, I ended up getting some sort of like cream cheese and salmon, and oh my god, so good, so good. Like, they're asking you, what type of bread do you want? And I'm like, I don't know my bagels. Just, I'll have whatever. It was so good. It was so nice. Have I ever been to Canada? Not yet. Not yet. I'm glad you liked them, says Grishma. I'm glad I did too. My European friends bash on American bread, but we got bagels. They'll bash on American bread, as in the stuff you buy in the shops. The quality of that stuff is unbelievably awful. I thought we had bad bread here in the UK, but supermarket bread in America, known for being god-awful, right? Freshly baked bread and bagels, like, you know. New York's a very competitive place. If you don't do good food, your business ain't surviving, so... That was the theory we coined anyway. On one of the stream when I got back, I was like, why is the food here so good? And the theory is like, there's limited real estate and there's a lot of people, so the competition is like high. You know, it don't take much. If there's way better options, you know, people are going to go for those better options. Oh, Beat-Ups was online. I didn't... No, wait, left? Oh my god, how long's he been online for? He must have logged in when I... logged out or something. I need to do something for Beat-Ups. When he's online, though. I'll see him later at the meeting. I'll get that sorted. Alright, so now we've got to do this. I think I'm... Ooh. Actually, I'll just leave it there. I think I'm going to do that. Along here, just to make sure it's all lit. And all of this seems to be good. Doesn't need one, but I'll put one there anyway. Right, over to the other side. Oh my god, it took like all stream to do this, to make sure it's lit. And then it's going to be mob proof once this thing turns into a proper wall. Okay, I can kind of remember what we did on the outside here. Ooh! Found a problem that needs sorting. Good. Ooh! Found another one, but I don't have the right block. Right, these bits I'll figure out at a later point. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it now. So it's not a problem. Right, so we need to go get some of those slightly aged blocks. And then down there. All right, all done. All done-ish. Still more to do, actually. Like, why is it not, like, one there on the other side, I wonder? Ooh, is it me, or is there something slightly off here? No, I just moved the camera over a touch. Oh, there is actually one there. We'll go do it on that side too, then. Done. You doing Among Us for Hermits today, says Nightmare J. Oh, has that been announced? Let's see. Where are we going? What did I say? Some bits in the middle. Did I miss some bits in the middle? Let's check it. We can just use the camera to check everything quickly. Filled all of those in. Filled this in. That's all good. So then we go around to the other side. So we are just missing, was it like one block here? Yeah, one block there. The rest is pretty much good. It don't take much with this camera, does it? Yeah, just one block, Okay. So after we've done this, we want to continue with this. However, I don't know if we're going to do that straight. Wait, have I gone past it? I think I want to work on the landscape on the opposite side a little bit more. Oh, and I want to change something here. This final one I want to make easier. Definitely want to make it easier. You missed one lichen around the back of the green copper. Yeah, I did. Some of y'all are absolute eagle eyes. Bam. This one has a bigger gap, doesn't it? Huh. Oh, and the corners, maybe? Papa K's video just dropped. The rest of the mansion is done. Already? Another episode? Man, Kralis is on it. Yeah, he's worked on the mansion a bit more. Hey, Cybot2419 is here for 26 months. How do I get fresh meals delivered to my home? With HelloFresh. Sign up, my dude. Use the code, get free breakfasts, get a big discount, all that good stuff. Yeah, let me know in chat. Has anyone signed up? I'll appreciate it if you do so. Now the question is, do I do like I did before? First of all, Pixarus, thank you so much for the raid. I don't think I'm going to do what I did last time again. I think I might have turned some people off with that. Pixel, thank you so much for the raid, my dude. How's it going? How's it going? I don't need these light levels anymore. Bam! Turn that off for sure. I was bracing for it, says Heart Gamer. Yeah. I figured I might annoy the people coming in more than welcome them. So welcome everyone. If you'd like to know what we've been up to today, we've been working on Mace Race. You're about to see a little bit of it in action. If I can find my Mace Race bits and bobs. I think I might have to make some more. Because I forgot where I put them. Is this MCC? It's not, but Mace Race could totally be an MCC game. It would fit the vibe. But the music is MCC. Where are we at? We want some shears. Want to make a few more of these. Probably no more than that, really. I'm going to use the axe. Right, we've got to change these up. I'm going to use that in a minute, and that as well, so no, hold on to those. Split these up into two categories. Trigger, custom, model data, set. Now, I think one is 124. Good. The other one is 119. Oh my god, I've never remembered something like that before. I'm so terrible usually. Pixel, thank you again for the raid. I don't know if you dropped a message in chat. I'm just checking now. I probably missed it if you did, but I hope all is well, my dude. Watch the VOD where you'll run against Ren, and I think the difference between the two halves may just be due to them being mirrored instead of translated. You think people have a left-right bias, so duplicating may make more sense than mirroring. That is a really fascinating thought, that there might be a left-right bias. I had not thought of that. That's interesting. I don't think it's that. I think it was more of like a, once you put the idea in your head, then you really think it's something, but maybe it's not. Let's go grab, like, what block have I got? Is tough block in stuff with haste 1? It is. Good. I'll use that instead of scaffolding. You should test it against a left-handed hermit. I mean, the bias might be irrespective of that. I don't know. Right, here's what I want to do. I think I'm going to lower this one by half a block. I think it'd be easy to go for a whole block, but we're going to go for a half. Ooh, look at these buttons. They don't get changed. That one does. Huh. Oh wait, did I move it up half a block? Wish I had an undo button. Here's how we test. I go straight across. It's a little bit close, but we're... Huh. It kind of looks like more like a quarter of a block. Wouldn't you say? Feels like a quarter, not a half. I wonder if there's a way to like get its hard coordinates. It actually looks like a quarter, doesn't it, Ape Rover? Huh. Let's double check this first one then. See, that's definitely in the right spot. So we come up to this one. Same. Huh. It's been moved by like a quarter. So it needs to come down by like 0.25. Which we can do. I can oblige. Still don't feel right. Huh. I think maybe something put it off at some point. And now we don't actually know where it's supposed to be. Done. Right. That should definitely be on point now. So, all the way across. Yeah, much better, much better. Right. So we took that down by half a block. So the next one's going to come down by 1. The next one's going to come down by 1.5. The next one's going to come down by 2. Now, I'm not sure the distance between these two, but I think here would be good. I would fall off, wouldn't I? I just had to fall off. Whew. Let's see if we can kind of wing it a little bit here. This could have been a little easier to look at. 1, 2, 3. It kind of feels like maybe it's 2.5 blocks between each one now. I guess we can kind of wing it a little bit. So we do that, and then we take a step back. And it looks to me like it should be down by about half a block. So I'll do that. Now, as long as we make the other side all match up with this, it'll be good. But I think that's going to make it a little easier. Aprover's asking if we can copy-paste. That doesn't work. Unfortunately. The copy-paste tools are quite limited, and they don't actually seem to work properly for me. So you just get so much more full time now. You get that extra half a block. Like, there's no surprise that I did that first time, right? Because you've got an extra half a block full time, and this is the thing I was trying to tell to Aoife and Ren, but I don't think they were quite getting it, because I've played this a heck of a lot more. There's this feeling of falling down towards the armor stand, and I found that to be like the way you can judge. So like, I made that because I let myself fall a little further, right? If I hadn't have clicked, if I'd have clicked sooner, I wouldn't have actually bounced off of it. So you have to have this like full time to get it. If I drop and click fast without jumping, let's try that again. I've also got a noise in the ear. Okay. One more time. Click. Oh, interesting. I kind of thought you'd have to jump to hit that. Right, that time we didn't. So you have to fall far enough to hit it, right? So if these things are a little higher up, that timing is very tight. And if you don't get a good start, if you sort of start from lower down, then just like that, it's harder to get going. So you need to bounce off this first one kind of quick to get higher onto the next one. So by moving it all by half a block, we give ourselves a much better opportunity to get the timing right. Arjun Matt 99, thank you for 60 months. Very much appreciated, my dude. Also, Eversteru is here with a massive donation. Dude, thank you so much for your generosity there. I was going to get HelloFresh, but allergies make it hard. Can I possibly get some ASMR name butcher instead? Eversteru, this one's for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate your generosity. Unfortunately, the allergies thing didn't work out. They do, of course, as I showed you earlier, list them all, but yeah, that still can be problematic, so... that sucks, but thank you so much for the tip, man. That's really kind of you. I hope you've enjoyed today's stream. It's been a good one. And I might be streaming again tomorrow. Because I want to get stuck in with shapes too. Right, let's try and do this proper, because something weird happened when we were moving them around on the opposite side. Oh, by the way, just something I wanted to mention with the Ren and Efo streaming thing. Like, I stopped streaming and I stayed on the server playing, and I noticed that the way I was thinking was like I was still live. Like, I just kept sort of thinking that someone was watching, and I was like, I was doing stuff in a way where I was like trying to show all of you, and then after a while I realized, like, I'm not live, no one's here, like they can't see this stuff that I'm doing as I'm fixing things up and whatnot. It was really weird. Everstream, your streams and vids have been keeping me company through some tough times. Happy I can give back. Thank you so much, my dude. I'm glad they've been of help. 2 is the next one. That's what makes you think, X. We're always watching. Say what? Say what? That was kind of offbeat. I'm like, you're always watching? Okay. So this one here, that one there. You know, we had a bunch of people come in from the raid. I don't know if any of you are still here, but I kind of said I'd show you what Mace Race was, and then kind of didn't. I mean, you saw some of the activity, but I was, yeah, getting straight into the details for the people that already know what's going on over here. So, oh my god, why does that look like a quarter block? Let's just, I think last time we moved it down by a half. So, let's just start from a half to begin with. Let's try and align this a little better. Kind of just in the top bit, right? Oh my god, no, we're like... We've got to go up a half. Or a whole? Maybe? It's a hole. Okay. It's a hole it had to go up by. That's good. I think the rest of it's okay. I'll double check it later though. So, Mace Race being a race, there are 2 lanes for 2 players to race one another. With it being a race, we want players to have a speedy experience. So there are many different ways you can treat these mechanics, but the way we're doing it is to try not to penalize the player too much. Let's hop over this way. So, nice little introductory beginner's jump. Then we got 2 that you got to chain together. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just about made it. And then we go up. And we go up. And we go up. And click too soon. Got to go back. Whew. Then we go down. Then we play the game of spinning left to right. Or right to left. Woo! Oh, you know what? You might be able to do that one with 1 less jump if you can get the timing real good. Whew. You can tell I've played a lot of this game, right? Okay, then the trick shot. This is still something that might change because it's a little basic at the moment. Whew. Totally got the timing wrong. Totally got the timing wrong. Okay. I think I want to make this one both easier and a little varied. I'm thinking of like shifting the armor stands out maybe half a block so you can kind of get a little further forward, but not going to do that right now. Not right now. Oh boy, I'm having a tough one. I'm having a tough one. Hey, B-Dub's joined. Perfect. Perfect. It's not the end of the stream. It's definitely not the end of the stream. Oh my god, what just happened? It's definitely not the end of the stream. Okay, let's try it again. Ah! There we go. Woo! Oh, oh no, I'm supposed to do it better than that. Oh, bang my head. I forgot to hit it as I land. Woo! Good stuff. Hey, let's do it. Oh my god, I've had so much practice. Oh, then I fail. I do not like parkour, but this is so much fun. I think I get a real like kick out of landing. There's like super satisfying about hitting this and continuing forwards. Woo! Okay, last one. No, second to last. This one's a bit wild. I've gone the wrong way. Can I? Oh, just was able to. Just was able to. Oh, that didn't feel like a good start. Now I've got it. All the way to the top. Come on. Oh, it's a bit tight. Oh, God, the last one wrong. Oh, that second to last hit. The top. Oh, wow, that's weird. Let's try again. I never took my wings off. I should have done that. Oh, fail. Woo! The timing is terrible. I'm not getting my timing right at all. That's better. That's really good. Oh, no. Oh, man, I am messing this up. I'm too tense. Need to loosen up. Oh, when I get higher, it seems to get really awkward about the fourth jump. Oh, that was poor. I want this one to be like the rest of the course. Oh, dude, how did I not get it? I might have to tweak this further. This is way too much failure for my liking. Oh, he did it. He did it. You should put a timer on that. So, if I had... Yeah, this... What stalled me there was this one and that one. So I'm going to keep running it, and those two will get tweaked until I feel like you can go through them without stalling. Was it a skill issue? Was it not? I'm not entirely sure. All right, peeps, it's time for me to do my my little HelloFresh bit again, because they are indeed sponsoring the stream. So I hope you've enjoyed today's stream and us chatting about food. Be sure to check out HelloFresh. You can click on the link if you're watching on the second channel in the description box. If you're watching the stream, it'll be below the video. If you use the code, you can get 10 free meals. That's the equivalent of like all the discounts that they give you. And you'll get a breakfast item in every box for free, as long as you keep your subscription active. And that's if you're in the US. If you're in other parts of the world, there will be the equivalents of those discounts that you can pick up on if you use my code. So if you're not familiar with HelloFresh, it is a meal delivery service that'll deliver fresh ingredients to your doorstep with all of the right amounts that you need to cook the meals that you pick, because you can use the app on your phone or on the website, and each week they'll have a different menu of really nice meals that you can choose from, and they'll tell you all about the ingredients, the amount of calories, what utensils, what other things you might need to cook them, so you can be really prepared. And you know, the thing that I love about it, I think it's a great way to learn how to cook. So how many of you out there do not do a lot of cooking, or maybe a little bit shy of cooking? Because I was once. I mean, everyone's got to learn at some point. I've been using these meal delivery services for years, and they've taught me so much about cooking. I do a lot of it, says Amelia. Well, then you'll love it, because you don't have to go shopping. You can just get the ingredients you need. Like, hang on a second, I don't need to get rid of these blocks. Delivered to your doorstep. Cooking, not cookie. Did I say cookie? Siraka Lee says I never get to watch one of his lives. Well, good to have you with us today, my dude. Quite scared of cooking, honestly, says it's Norsa. Well, if you give HelloFresh a try, you'll get all the instructions that you need, and they break it down into steps. So before you start cooking, you can read it through, get comfortable, and then just do everything one step at a time, right? Like, it taught me a lot about cooking. I've definitely picked some of the more ambitious recipes on occasion and learned a few things as you go. But it's definitely worth learning how to cook. And you'll also learn how to spice and season your food, which makes a huge difference. Because when I first did cooking, like, I learned how to cook like 1 or 2 meals, and they were good, but like it was really limited. But then over time I learned way more meals and stuff. And then now I can just sort of go to the shops and grab things and know what they go with and different ways of preparing them and cooking them and stuff. Is really awesome. Definitely saves me old brain from having to think of recipes, says 8Broer. Yeah, that too. I actually suffer from that a little bit. When I, like, half of my week is, you know, like HelloFresh meals, and then the other half is go to the shops and I'll have salads. That's easy, right? Just get a bunch of salad vegetables. But then the other meals, I always just, like, I have quite a narrow scope because you kind of like get used to cooking particular ones and you like them and stuff. But, yeah, you will definitely be eating a nice variety of food, which I really like. Like boiling chicken without seasoning. Who would do that, says Everstreet. I will defend it to my dying breath. And I still have some boiled chicken from time to time. It is nice, just straight boiled, I tell you. You got to try it. You got to believe me. You prefer to shop at the farmer's market for fresh stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. I used to do that. COVID sort of pushed me out of that habit. So, it is also a lot pricier to go to the fresh market, of course, as well. Support your local food sources over the shipping company. I don't know what to say to that. Like, I don't think it's that simple. Because not everyone can afford local food, and local food can't provide it for everyone. Like, industrialized food has allowed for all of us to be fed and flourished. It's got its downsides, but, like, it's, you know, it does do some necessities too. Anyone else get really stressed out when cooking, especially something you haven't made before, says Sid Crafter. Dude, it's a mindset. You gotta look at it as an opportunity just to chill out. You know, this next portion of time, you're just going to take your time in the kitchen, put on some music, relax, walk through the steps. I understand, though. Like, I used to get a bit worked up, worrying that I'll do something wrong. But these meals are kind of like, you know, easy to prepare and all the instructions are there. So, like I said earlier, in the past, I tried to do, like, recipes from BBC Food or something. And then you don't have all the right ingredient proportions because it'll say, you know, 50 grams of creme fraiche, and it's like, oh, but I can only get 300 in a tub. So it can be like kind of awkward. You end up with loads of leftover stuff, but you know, you'll get given the exact proportions you need to cook. So it's very difficult to go wrong. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of these two and that'll probably be it here. Prep is key though. Trying to chop stuff while other stuff is cooking is a good way to end up with burnt food, says Klinglish Finn. Absolutely. But you get good at it with time. Like, I used to chop everything and like everything was ready and then I would just go through it all one by one. But now I'm a bit more confident and I can multitask and I'm used to it. I can do a little bit of that. You know, when I order food at a restaurant and you see the chefs like whizzing around just doing all sorts of different stuff and then they get your meal out in like 15 minutes and they get a bunch of other people's out too, that absolutely amazes me. I'm like, how the heck? I'm nowhere near that level. But I can do a little bit of multitasking now, which is good, I think, right? At least it seems good. So yeah, if you want to give it a try, use the code, right? And once again, big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring the stream. Let's see. So I've pretty much done all I'm going to do here today. Just got a little bit more landscaping to do, and then we're building that wall all array around this project. So when we next stream Hermitcraft, I think we're going to be focusing on... Actually, probably this again, because there's like stuff to do at the front here. It just... Mace race takes hours and hours and hours, right? I'm going to go look for someone to raid. It won't be a hermit because we got a meeting, so... I don't think anyone else is going to be streaming on the server. What are our options, though? Let's raid Prow. Prow raided us the other day, so we'll send one back. How about that? Right, I'm done. Might see you again tomorrow evening. Definitely see you on Saturday morning. I will see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.